All right, make this quick video on how to warm up properly for baseball. All right, times have changed over the past 20 years or so. No longer do you want to warm up with a static stretch. It needs to be dynamic. It needs to be purposeful. And so I'm going to go over how we did it in the minor leagues and using exercises that any kid can do, from T-ball all the way up through MLB level. All right. So if you like this video, please subscribe. I'm trying to turn this channel into a great resource for parents, coaches, and players. All right. Also, if you want more information on any of the stuff I talk about, I've got a book out, Move Like a Pro. It's available on Amazon. It's got detailed exercise library and step-by-step instructions and templates that you can use to build your own dynamic warm-up and strength and conditioning workouts. All right. So first things first. What I'll normally do, I've got cones set up here. With baseball, I've done it 4 cones out every 10 yards, or in this case 2. I've just got a 2 so you guys can see it easier. All right, let's pretend that those are 10 yards apart. First thing, when the team starts to warm up, we usually do a jog out to center field. So just a light jog, center field and back. All right, and then we're gonna get into the dynamic stuff. So, for example, I'll say, all right, we're gonna go high knees to the first cone, butt kicks to the second cone. So, same thing coming back, high knees, butt kicks. All right, so that's kind of gonna be the progression. I'm gonna stand here and demonstrate the exercises as I talk about them. Keep in mind, it's gonna be from cone to cone, all right? So generally from there, we'll go hamstring scoops. Hamstrings are important. I'll usually have them go hamstrings all the way down to the second cone. The hamstring scoops are right here. All right, so walking wise, it's gonna look like this. All right, have them jog coming back. Then maybe we'll get into a knee hug, into a reach to the first cone. So that's gonna be here. And then a reach, take a step, knee hug, reach. All right, and then I'll probably have them do leg swings, arm circles. Here, going to the second cone. All right, same thing coming back. All right, from there, we'll just work our way up from the ground. All right, so we'll go toe walk, and we'll go no money to get some external rotation in here for the throws. Right, so it's gonna be here, and then from there, we usually go 90-90s with walking on the heels. So I'm on my heels, 90-90s. From the front, the 90-90 is gonna be right here as I'm walking on my heels. All right, then you go into some lunge and reach patterns, lunge and rotate patterns. Right, so lunge, I'm gonna want them at a 90-degree angle here, 90 degrees with the back leg. Different variations of it. So overhead reach, and come here and go back as far as I can. All right, rotation right here. Sometimes I'll have them go a diagonal rotation. I'll do that from in front so you guys can get a better angle of it. Right, and start low, come up high. All right, you can go reverse lunges with that as well. Then we'll do some skips, right? Regular skips. We'll go long jump or single leg bounding right here like that. Sometimes we'll go long jump or broad jump forward, right? Really the order of this doesn't matter as much as you're getting the dynamic movements going, stimulating blood flow, stimulating force production out of the lower body. All right, speaking of, we'll go side shuffle, down and back, arms overhead, switch directions at the cone. Then we'll go karaoke. I think everybody knows karaoke, right? It's gonna be fast version of this, right there, right? So there. All right, then we'll go single leg lateral bound. So start here, cross, right? We'll go some lunges, side lunges, right? So I'll have them come here, drive down, knee comes up, drive down. All right, as you can see, this relates to for pitchers as they're throwing, right? Drive down, not much different. than that, right? We'll hit more no money. This is called no money. We'll hit this more. This is super important for throwing. We'll go palms down, no money. Right here, alternating arms. Then I'll have them line up. We'll do some stationary stuff, some hip cars, standing. This, open up the hip socket. Right, we'll go down to a deep squat. Heels are down on the ground, chest is up, elbows pushing out. From here, palms will go down. They'll lean forward. Get a good groin stretch. All right, come back up. From here, we can go 90-90s with the hips. Right here. All right, sometimes I'll have them lift that back leg off the ground. It's very difficult to do for some, all right? Different variations that you can do with that, all right? We'll come here, we'll get a good Achilles and calf stretch. Knee, 90 degrees, bring it forward. Right, I'm keeping my heel on the ground. I need to back up so you guys can see that better. Right, 90 degrees. I'll lean forward as far as I can, keeping the heel on the ground, getting a good stretch right here. Okay. All right, then I can come out. Now a static stretch you can do for about 3 seconds and it's fine at this point because we're warm. All right, now I'll switch sides and do the opposite end. All right, from there we're gonna stand up. We'll do some trunk rotations. Right there. All right, we'll go across, hold for 3 seconds, cross it out, hold for 3 seconds. Do that a couple times. We'll work on forearms, so it's gonna be palms down. All right, 3 seconds, palms over, 3 seconds, switch hands, 3 seconds down, 3 seconds up. All right, now is when I would hit some elbow cars. So I've got a whole video on the card stuff. I can link it below, but basically your palms are gonna be out as far as they can. You're gonna come up as wide out as you can, and then back down. All right, we usually do 8 to 10 of these. All right, now I'm gonna have them do some arm circles. Forwards, backwards. All right, we'll do a little flying right here. Right, really fast, rapid. All right, maybe we'll walk down and back now with the arms at 90 degrees. Right, you can go on the toes here as well. All right, and then coming back, we'll have them do a little bit of this. Some hugs. All right, and now we're gonna start into some accelerating stuff. All right, so we'll go single leg bounding laterally, so it's here. All right, so what that's gonna look like from the side. Right there. All right, then now's where it's gonna change between game and practice. If we're in practice, we're gonna go into acceleration stuff right now. All right, if it's pre-game, they've already hit. Now is when they'd go to their throwing program. Then in the minor leagues, the lower levels, they would go into fielding as well, which is more similar to what you guys would be doing at the youth level or high school level. And then we'll do our acceleration stuff after that. But for practice, right now I'd have them go down on one knee. So back leg is out. We're gonna go at an angle here, drive into the ground, accelerate through that first cone. Go. Reverse side, all right. Then we're gonna go forward. So I'd be here, right? If I'm coming towards you, I'm just doing this so you guys can see it. I'm gonna elevate this front heel, right? I'm gonna drive off this front leg. When I say go, boom, and I'm coming through. All right, so from the side, easier for you guys to see it maybe, right? I'm here, heels off the ground, go, and boom, I'm through. All right, from there, we'll stand up, a little bit of base running style. All right, they're here, say go, boom, and they're off and they accelerate. All right, now, if it's pregame, about 3 to 5 minutes before the national anthem, the starters will go down the line and I'll act like a pitcher. We'll do 4 30-yard, 90-foot sprints as if they're stealing a base. You could do that for practice as well, but it's just a really good way to get them ready to run hard during a game. Do it as close to the game time as you can. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out in DMs. I've also got a book out, Move Like a Pro, that I mentioned at the beginning. It's got a bunch of this and more in detail in the book. It's available on Amazon. If you like this video, please subscribe, share it. Again, I'm trying to build this as a resource for parents and kids. Got some strength and conditioning videos for baseball and soccer on there, and a lot of hydration stuff, nutrition stuff as well. So check it out, check out the other videos. All right, if you have any questions, again, feel free to reach out.